Yeah, I don't see anything about field of view. Sucks, because field of view is very important. Test. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a very exciting video. As you guys know, I am a PC player. I have been a PC player for the last few years. I have played on console for a couple of years before I built this PC right here behind me. But now we are going to be testing for the first time ever gaming on an Xbox Series X at 120 frames per second. We're specifically going to be playing Call of Duty or Warzone. So it'll be my first time playing on an Xbox Series X 120 frames per second. We'll be comparing that to PC experience. Obviously I have a 30 series card, so like 120 140 frames per second all the time, which is normal, but I'm really excited to test that on Xbox Series X and see if it's any different than PC or not. But yeah, without further ado, let's do a quick unboxing of the Xbox Series X and get it started. Let's go. Ooh, it's heavy. Man, this is way prettier than I thought it was. I haven't held an Xbox controller in like a million years. They feel so weird. Tiny. They still use batteries? What the heck? Why? Power cable, HDMI cable. That's it. Let's plug it in. Alright guys, so we just unboxed the Xbox Series X. We turned it on. We're gonna go ahead and download Warzone and test it out. Let's go. Alright guys, so we just booted the Xbox for the first time, went through the setup and everything. I don't know why I'm looking like a giraffe from the side. The first thing that we need to do, we actually need to change the settings for the output to be at 1080p 120 Hertz, because this is the monitor we're actually gonna be tested at. This is a 144 Hertz monitor from LG. It's a 1080p monitor too. Let's do that. Alright guys, so I have Warzone loaded right here in front of me. I made sure that the monitor is running at 120 FPS. I had to do some adjustments as you showed in the previous video. You do have to turn off the allow 4K option in the Xbox settings. Basically, that will force the Xbox to output at 1080p 120 frames per second. Apparently the Xbox only does 60 frames per second at 4K, which is what I expected. But yeah, we are in a game right here. We're about to queue up. And we're just going to play some solos, right? We're going to try it up. It's running at 120 frames per second. I do not have a counter. Unfortunately, this game does not have like just a counter where you can see how many frames are running, to be honest. And the monitor doesn't have that either built in, unfortunately. So far, the lobby's seamlessly smooth. I think it's running at 60 frames per second. But this is raw impression. I'm not going to do any cutting or any making it any better. I'm just going to test it out and see how I like it. All right. A little bit frozen. Okay, you gotta choose the map. Holy smokes. Okay. The sensitivity is really low. It's so different than PC. Oh my gosh, so bad. Okay, keep in mind guys, I've been playing on PC for the last 2 years. What is happening? I can't even shoot, dude. So yeah, it's pretty smooth. I just gotta adjust my sensitivity to up to, I don't know, maybe 9. Okay. Let's see. Maybe this one I could. Okay, that seems better. Man, it's so hard. Playing on PlayStation is so hard, and on Xbox is so hard. But the 120 frames per second is on point. It's so smooth. It's almost smoother than my PC. But obviously I'm a keyboard and mouse player. That's a different issue. But from what I'm noticing right now, like the quality is great. It's obviously nowhere close to PC quality, but you're able to see everything very, very well. Even this scene usually on my PlayStation, on my PC, is a little bit like stuttery because it's really heavy graphics, and I have a 3070. But I mean, I totally see the difference in detail. Like this is really good. This is like the normal quality that you get on PC is what you get here. It looks great. I'm honestly a little bit like surprised that it looks as good as good. Like the details in the buildings is very, very spot on. The color scheme is really good. Who knows? I might be using my Xbox more than my PC now. That way I save storage on my PC. I will. Again, this gameplay is, I'm not really used to controller, so it's gonna suck, but this is not what we're testing. We're testing something else completely. We're testing the smoothness. I do see like the rendering being a little bit delayed, which is pretty common. I think the only thing that's kind of bugging me right now is I thought there was a field of view thing that you can adjust for console, but apparently I'm wrong. which kind of sucks because field of view makes a huge difference on PC. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing issues that you won't never be able to see on PC, which is like the map rendering wrong times, and I'm seeing issues that you don't usually see like on PC, which is dang, but this is smooth, man. I forgot what I was trying to say, but the gameplay is super smooth. Like the frames, there's no tearing at all, which is really nice. Obviously, it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I can't even talk. It's super smooth, but I'm gonna keep saying but because this is a major thing. Even if you can adjust the field of view to 100 from the 80 default or whatever it is, that makes a huge difference. But I thought there was a field of view. Maybe I'm crazy, man. I don't see anything about it. Controller vibration. Yeah, I don't see anything about field of view. Which sucks because field of view is very important. Like, that's how important it is, and people on console probably don't even know how big of a deal it is. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible how consoles are so much better in this next generation. Does it replace a PC? No. Not really. I mean, you get so many perks on PC that you're missing right here, like field of view, better colors that you can adjust, and obviously the textures are better on PC. But you can buy a Xbox Series X for the price of a GPU, or graphic cards. So that by itself is kind of a point that you can dig. But yeah, I think, I mean, it's pretty impressive. It looks really good. It's super crisp, almost as crisp as my PC. And it's running, I think it's running on 120 frames per second. I mean, it's really hard to notice the difference between 120 and 100. So if it's dipping, I have no idea if it is or not. But it's super smooth. Guy right here. Where's the aim assist, bro, when I need you? No, got him. Got my first kill on Xbox. Now we're talking, bro. But let's talk about this. This is actually pretty incredible. It is surpassing my expectations. I've been using PC for the last 2 years. I mean, I've used PCs all my life, but I've been gaming consistently on PCs for the last 2 years. Yeah, I'm really impressed for the price of $499. Obviously, if you can find it in stock, I think it's totally worth it. Almost as good quality as a PC for the price of the lowest GPU out there. So obviously, I'm not gonna say consoles better than PC or PCs better than consoles. Consoles are great for gaming. PCs are for gaming and more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you again for watching. I truly appreciate it. And hit that like button if you haven't done that yet, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.